that that's the sticker price for a chiropractic education. It was shocking.
Well, what's shocking is this. Let's run a simulation that you are a career shopper. You are not from a chiropractic family. You have not had a favorable chiropractic experience that changed your life. You've not been to every spiz fest known to humankind. You're just a kid, maybe in your junior or senior year of college, looking for a career where you can help people. You want to work directly with individuals. You like the idea of doing something hands-on, and you're confronted with a $300,000 sticker price for a career that has an average income of 80 something, according to a lot of
Yeah.
stats.
Yeah.
Who's going to go for that?
Well, they do go for it. That's the
Well, some
problem,
do,
right?
yeah.
They do go for it, and they go for it because they're being deceived. Okay. And I just let me couch this before I say what I'm about to say, because I consider myself at this point an elder in the profession. And as far as I'm concerned, anybody in practice 20 years or more, you're an elder in this profession. And you have a responsibility to the young people in our profession. And I am sick and tired of what this profession has done and is doing to the young people coming into this profession. It has to stop. It's unethical, it's immoral, in many cases illegal, and it has to stop. Because as an example, there's something called the borrower's defense claims. We've talked about this, I think,
Yes.
briefly on purpose, where if you think that you've been defrauded in your education, you can get your student loans forgiven. And at the end of the Biden administration, I've been following this for years, but towards the end of the Biden administration, there was a surge of claims submitted for borrowers' defense, not just in chiropractic, throughout education, but also in chiropractic. And I got involved or thrown into all these groups, Facebook groups related to this. Some schools had their own. Life University had its own specific group for this, where they were all sharing documentation and evidence. There were other groups that were outside chiropractic with all professions and all fields that were sharing evidence and documentation. And they were documenting how students were deceived in various ways to enter chiropractic college and promised all this stuff. Significantly, one of them, salary. How much money are you going to make? Right? I mean, there have been times in this profession not too long ago where college presidents were telling potential chiropractic students that you're going to make $250,000 a year, you know, and there's no evidence for that. I mean, if you look at the normal distribution, right, of salaries in chiropractic, yeah, you can make $250,000 a year in chiropractic, but where are you in that normal distribution? You're way down in the tail, right? The average chiropractor makes about 75, $80,000 a year. Um, and so the value of spending $300,000 on an education, or getting into debt for a chiropractic education to the tune of $300,000 compared to an $80,000 a year salary, it doesn't work, you know.
Yeah, of course.
And so that gravy train is ending, and I think a lot of people in that run schools are a little concerned about that.
Well, they're very concerned because I watched this happen when CCE got its initial approval. And suddenly the student loans were enabled. And what colleges did, chiropractic colleges, as well as colleges in other professions and undergraduate schools, suddenly tuition soared.